First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash, double on some apostles and others, a great millstone and citation to the elect brethren in this work in sincerity, because if focus on planet Earth. I decided to do this one real quick on the go. I think I'm going to entitle it, What You're Going to Do When There's No Tomorrow. Right? What you're going to do when there's no tomorrow, because these people go about, right, the world and Jake, they go about their everyday lives thinking that there's a tomorrow. That you're going to go ahead with your ritual of getting up, not giving praises, or giving praises to whatever deity or power you believe in. Eat, drink, shit, be merry, right? What you're going to do when there's no tomorrow, when they can't come outside your door, right? Which we've seen happening, you know. Just read an article there where they complaining about the economy and the tourism economy in Jamaica, because of the declaration of the corona or COVID-19 being a pandemic by who, right? Health and safety measures being put in place, and what they're shutting down basically the tourism industry. So all these people who's dependent on selling food, selling the arts and the craft and all that shit, they're suffering, right? Hey, right here in Trinidad, because of the stock markets, you know, the economy being affected, right? The COVID is here, right? Because you know, the rulers of the people, they deceive and they lie, you know. They say they're on top of it. Nowhere in the world, right, they're on top of the COVID-19. But in Trinidad, the Minister of Health is on top of it. Yeah, you on top of it. What you're on top of is controlling the media and controlling the hysteria and controlling the fear and the panic, right? And the scripture says, be not ignorant of any matter, small or great. And the Lord calls what? His men watchmen. So yesterday or the day before, because it was on yesterday's news, could have been yesterday evening news, it was that one of the major news networks, they went into that station, 4 police officers, right, and announced that they had a warrant to search for whatever informant or whatever, because they broadcast an article which involved some figures and a high up ranking police officer, but they wanted access to the servers, right? Now, it's quite possible that there's an ulterior motive, and this is how I'm thinking through the spirit, is that it was the same day or the day after that the ministry out there in Canada reported that somebody came from traveling through our shores, right, and they went to Canada, Alberta, and they have the COVID-19, you know. So information is what they're in control of. All that they're on top of and in control of is information, not putting it out there that it is here and it is in the nation, and you know, people are dying from it, right? Because they're in control of the media, they're in control of the narrative, right? Except for the Lord's media, which are his prophets, his watchmen. We watch and we see what's going on, right? So hey, what you gonna do when there's no tomorrow? When you put on your TV or your radio and you hear that you're quarantined, you're self-quarantined, you have to stay in your house, you can't go, right? When the government says that there's no more foods on the shelves, the only way for you to get food and water is by us giving it to you, and the only way you can receive it is through the RFID chip. What you're going to do? What you're going to do? Because the whole fabrics of society that you know, the Lord is destroying. Kalalali Haubashim Yahushai. Towade Haubashim Yahushai. Right? People who have been so in tune with getting up at 4:30, be change, catch a cup of coffee and go onto the plantation, and that's your life until you work until what? Your vacation periods, and then you work until what? Your time of retirement. That's your life. That's what you all look forward to. We look forward to a kingdom. We look forward to a rest in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We look forward to what? Righteous rulership, right? What you're gonna do, right? NBA, what? The NBA being shut down. First they was asking them to what? To play in front of no crowds. Basically, it's like, I watched that and it's like, oh, that goes to show you how much of puppets these people are, right? LeBron James saying that he refused to play in front of not in front of no crowd, right? These puppets, the bread and circus, as the brothers say, right? They just want to be entertained. They want to be entertained. But guess what? The entertainment, it soon come, right? Because the Lord said he's going to laugh when your calamity coming, when your fear coming. So you all have niggas as jesters, as clowns, right? But the Most High going to have you as clowns, Esau and Edom, right? Mr. E. You see? The whole game going to switch, right? But the elites, we all know that they're going to retreat. They're going to retreat to where they're going to retreat. But guess what? The Most High still have the card. But for the average day Edomite, the average day heathen, the sons of men, right? These nations and the 2/3, you're going to be caught. You're going to be caught with your pants down. You're going to be caught. You're going to be confused. You're going to be perplexed, right? So let me go into this. Is Matthew 24, right? And I'm going to start at verse 36. But of that day and hour no man know, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were but as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And hey, guess what? Spiritually, this is that. We in that time. We're in that time. We just came on for 2 weeks ago, so-called Carnival, Festival of the Flesh, right? Then they went into Ash Wednesday, and 2020 coin year prophecy, and we've been seeing it. Apostle Tahar did a video yesterday. He said, yo, you saying the prophecies are popping off? Could have in times past would have spanned over like what, probably months or some years, but now they're popping off. Hey, every day you get up on the news, there's something new. This morning was what? Tom Hanks and his wife, of course, they're in Australia and they have the COVID-19. The first set of luminaries on the left hand side, they're Masons too, because they help out with that sorcery, right? The first set of so-called actors, prominent actors, to have the to report having the virus, but they're not even in Babylon. They're not even in America. They're down there in Australia. It's all good. It's all good, right? Fake or true, it's all good. You understand? Hey, there's no bad publicity, but good publicity. Because hey, when the story is being written, the Most High is, at the end of the day, the author and finisher, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To him be the glory, right? This kingdom done. It's done. The economy, if Esau think that they control the narrative by pulling back the money, right? No, the Most High, they ain't pulling back nothing. They pulling back FRNs. But the goals that they have, the gold and the treasures that they have stored, Yahweh Shem Yahushai say all that shit is mine, right? And you're going to use that to pave the streets and to build the houses and everything that has to be built up in Israel, right? Thus say the Lord. And then after 1,000 years, you're all going to be rounded up and what? Burnt. You see? This is verse 38. Matthew 24 and 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, and one shall be taken and the other one left. Right? So you could, brothers could be right there on the plantation going through. Because we know we just, it's like, you know, you have vacation. You have vacation, it's the days before the vacation. That's how it's starting to feel. But we know that what? We see the build up, because these are things that we've been working towards and prophesying week in, week out. Right? Since we came into this truth. Right? That the Lord is gonna, he's gonna deliver his elect. Right? That martial law is gonna come in. FEMA camps are gonna be they're already set up, generated. Right? The highways and the major roads are already called north, and we've seen these things come into play. New York being quarantined, right? Italy being quarantined. It's gonna get worse and worse. These nations that high and lie, guess what? It's only for so long you could do it. Your masking on do shit. Your alcohol, the sheer health down here in Trinidad, each and every day each and every other day sending out a text, a SMS saying that wash your hands and use high alcohol hand sanitizers, all that bullshit. It didn't stop the COVID-19 back then in China. It didn't stop it from spreading. It didn't stop it from spreading to any other nations. Why would it work now? All the sanitizing you're doing from the origin till now, it hasn't worked. Right? So you all have to be insane to practice something over and over and not working. Right? The only disinfection and sanitation that is needed right now is of the spirit. Right? Is of the spirit. How could a young man cleanse his way with the washing of the water of the word? Right? Because you need deliverance, you need salvation is going to come through what? Deliverance by the what? By the chariots. Right? Which we saw that Yappa video out of the page Dabu 7. Right? With the chariot, the wheel within a wheel. Right? Bigger than the earth. Bigger than the earth. You know? This is how we're going to be delivered. This is how we're going to be saved. As you look and see, it was like a mountain. You look to see where it was hewn from. You understand? That's the vehicle of Israel. That's the deliverance. The Most High is about to take his men and bring them up into his quarters. Come, under the wing shall thou trust. This is what these scriptures mean. This is how Israel is going to be delivered. With great might and great power. Not by any... You see all these fake ass camps, they're being showed up. ISUPK shooting up on the gun range. Right? The symbol is what? The Star Molech and 2 guns in a cross. They're not going to save you. They're not going to save you. Not by your strength or your might. Ever since the Most High went before Israel to deliver them. Right? When you examine the scripture, the Most High went before Israel to deliver them from the hands of the enemies. And it's the same thing again. It's the same thing going to happen here in these last days. Right? It says, verse 40, then shall 2 be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, and the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do it come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Right? So now is when you put your pedal to the metal. You're going hard with this truth. Right? Let your light so shine, because all this glory have to go to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This kingdom is at an end. You know, I watching these people in this country here, Trinidad, they're gonna have a bitter fall. The higher the what, the greater the fall. Right? Pride coming before destruction. This is a proud ass nation. America is a proud ass nation. Babylon is a proud ass nation. Esau or you're the proud ass people. Right? You're the proud, you're the wicked. You know? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. So this place done, man. This is Esau's kingdom. The Lord said so. If this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. This is Esau's kingdom, and it's done. Right? Sirach chapter 10, because of unrighteous dealings. Right? Esau generated this COVID, you know. This is not a loose claim. This is through the spirit, because the scripture says because of unrighteous dealing and riches got by deceit. Right? They have different strategic chess moves. Esau has been playing for this oil and gas, for this monopoly of this world. Right? You know, and we through the spirit, the men of the Lord, we see it. We see it. Right? This is real quick. This is John chapter 18 verse 36. And Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. And who is the Lord's kingdom? The men of the Lord. Right? The prophets are out here on the highways and byways are doing these epistles. We represent the kingdom. Malak. Anyway, I'll hold up on my Hebrew, not full 100. Malak what? Malak what? Ka. Malak what ka? Malak what ka? So like if I pronounce it wrong. Right? But the Lord's kingdom, right, is not of this world. Or we detest this world. Right? We detest this world. The ways of this world is wicked. Right? Everything topsy-turvy, upside down. Right? Women rule. The heathens rule. Right? And we are what? We are looked at as the Proverbs, the Bibles. We are the scum. We are looked at as the scum. We looked at as the losers. But we are the spiritual winners. Even more so in these times, because the Lord making good on his word. So we are the spiritual winners. Our spirit is not corrupted by this world. Right? We're not distracted by this world and its fanfare. Right? We're not of the world, so but we hate it. Right? So hey, guess what? Also before the deliverance is what? The persecution. Because of Matthew 24 verse 9. Sorry, let me see if I can get it here real quick. Matthew 24 verse 9, yeah. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? We hated. We hated by these different nations because we tell these nations, yo, y'all are shit. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Right? Actually, y'all are the shit, really and truly. Right? And we are the treasure. Right? These Mr. E's, they love to call us what? The minority, but we the majority. We are these ones who are increased as the stars of heaven. We are multiplied. Right? From Europe to America, the reports show that the Edomites, they're not reproducing. The women were they're crying for what? Men. Right? We have women doing naked runs or naked marches in Europe. Because why? Because they don't have a supply of steady heterosexual males, Edomite males across there in New York. I'm in New York, sorry, in Europe. Right? Because Esau not popping. Or even if Esau pops, Esau popping in the rear end, the back door. So guess what? Their race is declining, and the race of the Israelites, hey, the scripture say the more they oppress them, the more they multiply. Right? So we fit the prophecies. We fit to form the true Israelites. Right? Not these imposters up in the land. In the different tribes too. Right? Yeah. This is John chapter 15 and verse 17. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If we were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Right? So we are hated. We are despised. Hey, even more so because the words that we saying, they come into pass. Right? So those who are to be humble and correct and reform, because in the last days we're going to have plenty, we're going to have an influx, we're going to have a high influx of believers. Right? Not so high, but high enough to make the 1/3. Right? Apparatus are we ourselves are of the elect. Right? But then there's going to have these other nations, because these nations, they know who we are. These niggas across there in New York, sorry, in America, or these niggas across there in the Caribbean, they know who we are. We represent the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right? We represent the people who were scourged and corrected for what? The Lord making good on his word for what? Their transgression against their power. They're gonna hate the prophets, because when the prophets come on the scene and they prophesy against their kingdom, right? What happened? They always fall down. It's in the records of Moab. It's in the records of Ammon. It's in the records. Esau have all our records. Right? It's in the records. They know who we are. The Elamites, they know who we are. Hey, Shalom, Yabashim, Yashai, Bashim, Kakodash. Yeah, the Elamites, they know who we are. We used to have a prominent Elamite, Hindu Elamite. They have a foundation or religious organization, right? And he would enough time say, he would enough time bring it out. And they'll call him racial, but he was right. I always used to say that. They say, hey, Sakmaraj, he right. You know why? Because we're not supposed to be joined onto them nations, right? They are their own people. You know, your people are so, sorry, not your people, Slakia, but the people, they are so much of hypocrites, right? They are so much of hypocrites because they believe in the false narrative that Esau puts out there, but the energy and the vibration of the people is the truth. They cast a blind eye to it, which is that these nations, when the Chinese come across here, the Chinese stick to themselves. The Chinese don't party with you, they don't eat with you, they don't drink with you, they don't invite you to their houses, right? And even the quarters that they stay in is nasty as hell, nasty as ass, right? Chinese will be living down here and they have 100 cats and dogs, shit and pissing everywhere, right? This is not the etiquette of Jake. So you know that's naturally you would scorn that. You would scorn that. Right? You're passing by the Chinese corner store that been there for nearly 100 years. Guess what? It always smell like dog, fish and cat at the same time. Because the people not clean. And guess what? Jake scorned that. So we separate. In our spirit, we separate. But these people don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge that. We separate. The Lord didn't. Why would the Lord make diversity to call us all and one the same? It doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. He made all these 18 nations and call us all and one the same. These people want to say that you cut me, you cut you, we bleed the same, red blood. Guess what? You cut a rat, you cut a dog, it bleeds red too the same way. You see, you the same species. No, you're not. A black cat, a black rat, and a black dog. They're all black. The color is not one matter. It's the spirit, right? We're not Hamites. We have our chief minister or prime minister going across there to Ghana. Now guess what? Plenty of the Ghanaians are Israelites. But guess what? The customs and the gods that they serve is not the God of Israel. So you're off. The rituals that they keep is not the rituals or the ceremonies or the high holy days that Israel keep. So you're off. But they come to impose that energy on your people as though you're some big savior and deliverer, as though you're some big. The Lord said he said, hey, is there any wisdom in Timon? Right? There's no wisdom in Timon because he goes after the philosophy of Esau and Edom, that we all want, right? And that our origins as Caribbean people, we come what? From Africa. We not what tribe? What tribe? Where's our land? Where's our borders? These Hamites won't even tell you because they don't even want you to get an inkling of knowledge of where you came from and who your power is, right? But through the works and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? The spirit of the prophets have been revived, and there's a movement that Esau could have never stopped. Esau trying to harness his spirit and do what? Transhumanism, harness his spirit, your vibration, your energy, and put it into computers and say that you're gonna live on. That's a lie, right? You could plot behavioral patterns, but that doesn't mean that that's my spirit, because guess what? The spirit is like living waters. We grow. We grow. We move from one ignorant level to a level of understanding. King Solomon said, get wisdom, and with all I get understanding. Right? And we have the understanding of who we are. So that's why the elect are called what? Synonymously the first fruits. Right? Because they have the first fruits of understanding. We're drinking from the fountains of living water. This thing is not stagnant. The apostles, we went through it. The quantum leap. Knowledge is increasing. Why is that? Because the Most High is turning up that gas underneath the flame. Right? We're shining more and more. These prophecies coming to pass. Right? This kingdom is done. It's finished. It's true. It's true. Right? And that's the power. You know, they love to say in the world, there's life and death in the tongue. In the power of the tongue. They like to, they have that philosophy, the secret. Speak positivity. Speak success, and you'll get it. Guess what? All that bullshit is left hand magic. The true life and death in the power of the tongue, it begins with the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai speaking these words in sincerity and in truth. Right? Leaning on these words, trusting in the Lord with all thy heart and all thy might, so that he direct thy paths. Right? And one key part that you don't want to walk down is the part of taking the RFID chip, which it's clear as day is going to be made mandatory just now. With this chaos that is on the planet Earth, this pandemic, right? It's only a matter of time before they make it mandatory that these be called north, because it's about the great scare or the great panic, right? But these people are gonna be perplexed. Let me get that real quick. Look, because y'all don't have, at the end of the day, y'all don't have a savior. Y'all don't have a doctrine of peace. Luke 21 and verse 24 started, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. This when? 70 AD. Verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Right? We in this time, this is speaking about now, 25 to 27 is speaking about now. Right? They're speaking about now. That great perplexity, that confusion, because what? You have Israelites in camps that saying that what there's not going to be a time of Jacob trouble. There are Israelites in camps that saying that the RFID chip is just for GPS tracking for animals. You have Israelites in different camps that saying that the Lord can come from the sea, which contradicting that verse 27, the Son of Man coming in the cloud, right? So all these false philosophies, right? You have the the Most High already trying the words of men. Why the Lord why the Lord JC not saving the Pope? Italy, they quarantine, coronavirus killing them all across there, right? Why Allah not saving Islam? That they canceling the Hajj in Mecca, right? You have them disinfecting and quarantine, disinfecting the moonstone, the Kaaba stone. Come on, you're a bunch of hypocrites, man. You're a bunch of hypocrites, man. Your power, he ain't doing shit for y'all. You know, they're just idols, and the Most High is making that known, right? At the end of the day, the Most High is gonna make it known. His glory is not gonna give to any other, right? Your gods can't get to clean their own damn self, much less to save you. This is Baruch chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 12. Yet cannot these gods save themselves from rust and moths, though they be covered with purple and raiment. Purple and raiment represents royalty, right? When Daniel prophesied, when Daniel broke down Nebuchadnezzar's dream, right? Because Nebuchadnezzar didn't want to, he issued a decree. He said, what? I'm not going to tell him a dream. I want the prophet to come and tell me my dream and then give me the interpretation thereof. And when Daniel gave it to him, he gave him, Daniel was given the seat. He was like a president. He was like the third in command, right? And I think they gave him a robe. They gave him a robe of purple, which represents royalty, right? Also in the time of Esther, right? I think if I'm not mistaken, Mordecai was given that robe, right? A purple also, right? Because he had asked, the king had asked Haman what he'll do to the man that like to glorify a certain man, and Haman thought he was going to get that glorification, give him the purple and the horse or whatever it is to walk through the city. And guess what? That was given to Mordecai, and Haman was put to death, right? So that purple represents royalty. So he said, yet cannot these gods save themselves from rust and moths, though they be covered with purple raiment. They wipe their faces because of the dust of the temple, when there is much upon them. Yeah, so the servants of the idols have to come and wipe their faces, wipe their bodies, dust them down, polish them, shine them up. It says, and he that cannot put to death one that offended him, holdeth a scepter as though he were a judge of the country. All your Elam, But because Shai Yahweh Hashem Yahushai send this plague across there in Elam. These nasty Elamites worshipping, they have a big 80-foot tall idol down here. Right? At the time my teacher was down here, my initial teacher, which was Brother Bakar, he was down here. He went and he did a video and he in that place and cursed them out. When he did that video and he puts it up, Elamites was threatening to kill him. Right? Because they were offended that we call their gods an idol. Right? They set them up on pillars, and they have Hanuman, which is a monkey god flying through the sky and all that shit. This land is full. This land here, right, this country right here, this little island right here, I pray Abba Hashem Yahushai bring the destruction here because of these proud idolatrous people. Right? 2/3 they're heavy into carnival, they're heavy into the flesh. Everything that's, hey, the Lord said don't give tattoos. 2/3 Jake, they go into the extreme. They have no part of the body that they ain't tattoo. They ain't pierce. They ain't expose. Right? These fucking Elamites, they're driving up and down, and every part of the car is their idol. Is the home, is the idols on the dashboard, is everywhere. You go into the business place, is incense burning, right? Yeah, can't ask Elam gonna pay. Hey, they're oppressing Jake. Steady oppression for Jake. Right? I remember years ago when I was younger, Elam wouldn't even look at you in your face. No, Elam looking at you in your face, they're drawing a gun for you, they're doing anything. Right? They're spitting on you. They're kicking you. You have brothers who working as excavator and heavy equipment operators working for a big company. I won't call the name. Right? And the fucking boss wanna pull out a belt and whip them and scourge them. Big men. And they're going through that because what? They believe that is the way that they're gonna make it. That eventually the boss will like them and give them favor. But no. These heathens, they know who we are. And they know that they're on top. Right? Because these heathens, they're at a level where they are, for example, like that particular company I'm talking about, they're at a level where they are political, how to say, they contribute to different political parties, right? So they're in an elite circle of information, right? So they know who, when it comes to rulership, govern meaning to rule, ruling mind, then they're in an elite circle knowing who they're ruling over and why they're ruling over. These nations know that they're ruling over us because, when I say us, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, because what? We are falling short of the graces of our power. We are falling short of the grace of our power. So guess what? The Most High took away our strength, our might, our basket, everything. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15 to 68. Our dignity, except for the law, except for the remnant. And this is what we represent. We followers of the faith. Right? We represent the remnant. The people that remain in that strong concentration of the spirit. We're not watered down. And we're not deceived. We know who our power is. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the creators of heaven and earth, the power of Israel, the lawgivers, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see, not these idols. Verse 15, Baruch 6 and 15. He had also in his right hand a dagger and an axe, but cannot deliver himself from war and thieves. So we need time of war. Right? COVID-19 is a biochemical warfare being spread upon the planet Earth for Esau to bring forth the agenda, which is a new world order, which is what? Bringing the world's population to 500 million. Which is what? To bring in the RFID chip. The new world identity. The new world currency. Right? It says, verse 16, whereby they are known not to be gods. Therefore fear them not, for like as a vessel that a man useth is nothing worth when it is broken, even so it is with their gods. When they be set up in the temple, their eyes be full of dust through the feet of them that come in. Right? And I'll stop there with that. Right? So what you're going to do when there's no tomorrow? What you're going to do? Which way you're going to turn to? Because your God's not going to answer. Your God's not going to deliver. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai said to his men to fear not. Right? He said to fear not. When all these things had happened on the earth, look up, because salvation draweth nigh. Right? We have nothing to fear. You're going to tread down our enemies. Right? There's a precept I'm thinking about, but I don't think I can remember it off the back. Or remember where to find it. Hey, Salakia, you know, I can't find that precept off the top. I don't have the I kept in suspense for too long. It's in Job. Hey, I'll end it there, man. To the Spirit. I'll end it there. Toward Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for giving me the utterance to do this lesson. We give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakodash. I pray that it was edifying, if not informative. Double on the South Apostles and elders who taught us this truth, the men at great millstone, and citation to the elect in his work in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Shalom to you brothers on the comment board too, and your sisters too. Shalom, you stay strong. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakodash. Thumb.